officials. Referee Joe Surgeon. Assistant referee Tom Felice. Assistant referee Josh Latkins. And fourth official is Len Pexenar. Time now to meet tonight's starting lineups. First for El Paso Locomotive FC. Captain number 6, Eric Cavillo. Goalkeeper number 23, Jamali Waite. Number 3, Wahab Akwe. Number 8, Frank DeRoma. Number 10, Amanto Moreno. Number 11, Christian Soto. Number 12, Ricardo Ruiz. Number 14, Roberto Avila. Number 16, Gabriel Torres. Number 21, Kofi Tomasi. And number 24, Guillermo Diaz. El Paso Locomotive are led by head coach Wilmer Cabrera with assistant coaches Gerson Echeverry and Ivan Mesa. Number 20, Connor Donovan. Goalkeeper, number 22, Oliver Zembla. Number 6, Thomas Roberts. Number 7, Evan Conway. Number 8, Number 11, Patrick Berner. Number 13, Louis Perez. Number 19, Ahmad Alcock. Number 27, Bryce Washington. Number 44, Raheem Somersault. Number 66, Ben Sundstrom. NCFC are led by head coach John Bradford and assistant coaches Andrew Sheck and Mike McGinty. Tonight's match ball is being delivered by April Bailey. Please join us in welcoming them to the field.
As the games dwindle down, the push to the playoff grows with even more importance. Tonight from First Horizon Stadium is a pivotal cross-conference game in the USL Championship as North Carolina FC takes on El Paso Locomotive FC. And it's here on ESPN+. Both of these teams are desperately looking for 3 points and keep their position in the standings intact. In the East, North Carolina has lost 2 matches in a row, and even though they are sitting in 4th, only 2 points separate 4th from 7th, as Hartford, Detroit, and Pittsburgh are nipping at their heels. In the West, El Paso sits in 4th place as well after New Mexico's win on Wednesday, and it is a jumbo as 5 points separate 3rd from 9th, which means every point is precious at this stage of the season. Always precious to be with the great Andrew Tate. I'm Dean Linke, and wow, the standings kind of tell the story on this one.
Yeah, absolutely. I think for North Carolina, it's kind of a new territory for them. They've been sitting in that 3rd, 4th spot for most of the season. I can't even remember the time they were below that. For El Paso on the other side, it's been really tight for them, and Coach Cabrera talked about the pressure that they're feeling. For North Carolina, this is new because I think it really has tightened up in the East.
I'm pretty excited because Andrew Tate picked one of my favorites for North Carolina FC, Raheem Summersaw.
Yeah, the 28-year-old St. Kitts and Nevis international. You see him here. Interceptions 20, 15 tackles. That is a big part of his game, is what he does box to box, especially on the defensive side. Does all the hard yards. But in recent weeks, he scored a goal here at home, and he's been getting more into the attacking side of the game, Dean, which we've been enjoying seeing.
Meanwhile, for El Paso, who do you have your eye on?
That'd be Gabby Torres. Absolute fantastic season this young man's having, arguably the best season of his career. Last season he just had 3 assists for Phoenix Rising, but this year he's come in he's got 6 assists and 5 goals, but leads the team in all 3 categories you see there: assists, passes, interceptions. But he's a player that can do it all, and a player that Coach Cabrera is enjoying having on his team this year.
So much on the line as down the stretch we go. Goalkeepers need to play big. It's North Carolina FC and El Paso, and it's coming up next right here on ESPN+.
Hey, grab me one too.
It's tough these days to find healthy and fast, but at Alpaca, you'll find both. From our all-natural charcoal-fired chicken, cooked using Peruvian spices, to our made-to-order dishes like arroz chaufa, with sausage, chicken, or completely vegetarian, we have something for every diet. So take a break today. Come in or find us online for catering or to place a pickup order. Family-owned and local. Make it a Peruvian night. Make it Alpaca.
With a family like that to take care of, the 2 of you have your hands full. At WakeMed Urgent Care, we're everywhere you are, so getting the care they need when they need it couldn't be more convenient. Soccer star? Easy. Kids? Covered. The twins? Done. Aches and pains? Virtual urgent care to the rescue. So download the WakeMed All Access app today and take care of everyone in the family, including the 2 of you.
Gorgeous night for USL Championship action as we get you set for North Carolina FC from the Eastern Conference, taking on El Paso Locomotive FC from the Western. Dean Linke with Andrew Tate. Andrew, let's go to work and show everybody the lineups tonight. We'll start with John Bradford's team. Yeah, and John Bradford, coming off the back of 2 defeats, is looking to ring the changes a little bit here to try and get some momentum as they go into the playoffs. Hopefully. The 3 changes come in all areas. We've got Paco Craig, Olex Anderson Jr. and Mikey Maldonado dropping to the bench. In comes Thomas Roberts for his first start. Returning Pedro Dolabella, one of the leading scorers on the team. And Finn Sundstrom returns, the youngster, at left centre-back. That's the starting lineup for North Carolina FC. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for El Paso. Yeah, and head coach Cabrera talked about this the first time El Paso played here
this big pitch, but he's looking to make a couple of changes here and enjoy the ball. The 2 changes come in goal with Jamali Waite returning from international duty. Out goes Mora, and then also in comes Wahab Akwe at the back line, replacing the suspended Arturo Ortiz.
Of course, they're led by Wilmer Cabrera, big-time name in the game. He has done so much, and he and John Bradford, good friends. They had a nice chat just moments ago, and there is John Bradford getting set. As you said, making some changes. Big message to Mikey Maldonado for sure.
Yeah, I think it speaks to the group. You know, it's one of them. Mikey's not hit the high standards that he had at the start of the season. Just not quite been as sharp as maybe you'd expect for him. But it sends a message to the group, gives an opportunity to players like Thomas Roberts, who, speaking of John Bradford, said he's earned his start today. Goal and assist so far in his early days at North Carolina.
Underway, El Paso in their all-white kit. North Carolina FC in their familiar all-blue home kit. Well, we talk about it all the time, and I hope I don't jinx it, but man, the weather outstanding tonight. It's not steamy at all, Andrew.
No, I think I just heard a recent weather report that don't get too used to this beautiful fall weather, Dean. There's some steamy stuff coming down the pipeline. So,
oh, no.
Yeah, we're not quite through with the summer hangover yet.
Be a throw-in for North Carolina FC. Caught the open. Both teams sitting in 4th place in their respective conferences. North Carolina FC in the Eastern, Paso Locomotive in the Western, taken away by El Paso. Labella with the close. Up there from Christian Sordo. This can come all the way back to Memo Diaz. Just getting rolling, a couple minutes in. Sundstrom with Donovan. Burner sends it long. Nice touch, Conway to Roberts. And Roberts will earn a whistle. Probably a warning, no card here. I think next time, though, it was Gabby Torres, the man that you put the spotlight on with the foul.
Yeah, you see he gets a good chunk of the ball, but does get a piece of Thomas Roberts' right foot there, right under the referee's nose. An opportunity now for North Carolina to string a few passes together here. I think there's going to be a lot of possession for the visitors, El Paso, as that is their style of game, Dean, and come into this giant pitch, as head coach Wilmer Cabrera talked about, on a great surface. He was really looking to hopefully enjoy the ball and really express themselves.
Yeah, all the coaches across USL Championship appreciate the job the town of Cary does with the surface here at First Horizon Stadium, WakeMed Soccer Park, and really all the surrounding fields here at the complex.
Yeah, take your pick.
North Carolina FC 10-9-3, 33 points in the East. They're trying to break that 2-game losing streak. El Paso, nifty little move down near the end line. Donovan with the slide. It'll be a corner kick, El Paso. Paso 8-6-8, 32 points. They have just one win in their last 5 games, but they do have 3 ties. Corner kick for the Locomotive. Sundstrom. First, Finn Sundstrom announced a couple weeks ago now, I think, Andrew, that he's going to be a full-time pro. He looks the part.
As you said, he definitely does look it. I mean, just 18 years of age. And you see him slotted alongside two veteran players in Washington and Connor Donovan, and many times he's kept Connor Donovan out of the team this year, alongside some other really exceptional centre-backs here at North Carolina. So just shows the progress and growth of the young man.
Somersault. Perez playing in where Mikey Maldonado normally plays. This is a really good ball, far side. Ahmad Al-Kak, played at North Carolina, getting the start on the right side. Well, you think about it, two of the most impactful players in USL Championship are Ezra Armstrong and Rafa Mensingen, and both of them are out.
Yeah, big losses for North Carolina FC and head coach John Bradford, but he's not the man to dwell on it. He's always looking at the bigger picture, very positive about the players that he's got, and a great chance for a man who played his college soccer down the road at UNC and had some time at wing back there. So for Ahmad Al-Kwak, he's got a great chance, an opportunity to stake a claim. But that pass there from Luis Perez, as you were talking about him in the middle of the park, I didn't even see that, Dean, from this vantage point up there, so up here. So great pick out from him, and good to see North Carolina exploiting the space that is available on this giant surface.
Perez will take the corner. Sundstrom breaks, it goes over his head, and no problem for El Paso. Jamali waits, the goalkeeper is down right now for El Paso, so the referee going to check on him. It's Joe Surgan, the man in the middle. Not sure what happened.
Waite started 2 games for Jamaica over the international break, playing a 4-0 victory over Bermuda and a 2-0 victory over Trinidad and Tobago. Tough to tell. There is a little bit of contact from Somersault there. I can't tell if it's the kick itself. Tough to tell. I'm going to say, I don't know. He played 2 full 90s over the international break. That travel as well, Dean. Coming back in. A little concerned for Cabrera as they made that change, dropping more and more to the bench and bringing back in Waite. Looks to be okay, though.
Saw Wilmer Cabrera looking on, formerly head coach of Chivas USA, Houston Dynamo, and Montreal in MLS, where he won the U.S. Open Cup in 2018 with Houston. Also coached at Rio Grande Valley Toros in USL Championship, and Waite looks to be okay. Eight minutes in, no score. North Carolina FC and El Paso Locomotive.
Let's give it up for our fans rocking the freshest team gear tonight. They've just been upgraded to field-side seats for our full 90 fan experience. Want your chance at the ultimate view? Show up in your NCFC
Somersault,
merchandise in the next game.
Bryce Washington, who really has played the middle of the 3-back pretty much all season long. But with these changes, he's so versatile. He just slides right out to right center back. Burner looking for Conway. Defended well. Akwe was there wearing the number 3 jersey for El Paso. Sundstrom, class right there to win it and get it to a midfield line. That was Roberts who went down. Roberts looks really busy. I like what I'm seeing right now at number 6.
Yeah, he's a different type of player to some of the players that played in those number 10 roles. Can pick a pass, a player that John Bradford's known for a long time. I'm speaking to John about that signing. You know, He's better in front of goal, has a good final pass, good dribbler. He's known him from the US Youth national team days where John was involved in some of the younger age group, kept in touch as he's been on his travels, and the chance to sign him now at this late stage in the season. Not a great deal of business done by North Carolina in this sort of transfer window or transfer deadline period, Dean, but there's a lot of big deals going on around the league, lots of big money being spent. North Carolina don't necessarily have that luxury, but John Bradford, being the coach that he is, quite happy to work with the group that he's got and continue to build and hopefully get some momentum going before what hope will be another playoff encounter for them.
As Donovan a moment ago was given a tough ball, but got to it just in time. Well, it's early doors, but to me, what I'm seeing already, and of course you have a bigger soccer brain than me, but El Paso is not the kind of team you want to just do silly mistakes against. They'll make you pay.
Yeah, and that's it. John talked about not letting them get into a rhythm, and because they do have a lot of possession and one of the higher possession teams in the league. They're very technical players, good on the ball. If you let them set into a rhythm, they can really dominate you, but you certainly don't want to give away any freebies. And for North Carolina, no clean sheets in 13, Dean. That's the concerning stat for me. Obviously, Zemler coming in, he's given up 6 goals in 3 games. I'm not blaming the goalkeeper. It's a team game and defending from the front. But as a team, if they can get the shutout today, make all the difference for them.
Zemler on loan from Philadelphia, and according to Coach John Bradford, he feels like that will include next year as well. So right now, 4 goalkeepers on the team. There will not be 4 next year. Tough decisions on the horizon. Of course, that's for every team.
Yeah, I bet there's some good competition in training, Dean. 4 goalkeepers. And
indeed.
Lots of high-intensity reps and activities, I'm sure, going on in training. No excuses for the goalkeepers when they're able to get those rests and breaks.
Now, Ben Pierman, Charleston Battery, they have 4 goalkeepers rostered as well.
It's a good number to have, Dean. Not sure that the 3 goalkeepers on the outside looking in would agree, but I know the Locos fans in El Paso, Dean, they've got a watch-along going on. And for them, Dean, I'm hoping there is goals and there is no shutout, as I think there's free tequila on offer for them. So, all right. 5 o'clock game and free tequila, Dean, on a Friday night. I don't know about you, but that could get a little messy.
That sounds fantastic. Great fan base for the Locomotive. Nice shout out, Andrew. 13 minutes in. Aerial battle won by the Locomotive. Neatly trapped there by Sorto, number 11. Into the 18. Sundstrom will block it. It'll be a corner kick, El Paso.
The USL on the CBS Sports Network continues in September with a League One battle of old versus new. Richmond Kickers, of the oldest continually operated active soccer clubs in the US, takes on newcomer Portland Hearts of Pine on Wednesday, September 17th at 6:30 p.m. Eastern on the CBS Sports Network.
Speaking of CBS, big game 12:30 tomorrow. North Carolina Courage will take center stage. Angel City in town for that one. Looking for the target up top. That was Sundstrom again. Dolabella got Conway. Now Roberts. Dolabella calling for it. They get it back to Conway. Conway knocked to the ground. And a red card. Wow! How about that? Conway bumped, and a red card changes the game. That's Akwe, and Akwe's night is over.
Want to get another good look at this, Dean. I'm as surprised, I think, as Akwe there. I think initially I thought play on, to be honest, Dean. But the referee sees the touch from Conway and then the contact from Akwe. It's a big, big call, Dean, especially at this stage in the game. He's not going to overturn his decision, so the disbelief, shock for El Paso. The whole bench was up when the decision was made, let alone the red card coming out.
El Paso goalkeeper number 23, Jamali Wait, in the 15th minute.
I feel bad for the young man.
It's a big, big call. Akwe not exactly sprinting off the field here. Sheer disbelief. They're going to have to play 75 minutes plus with down a man. I think the argument for the red card, you could say, Dean, is that he doesn't get the ball. He does make contact with the man, but as a defender myself there's not a lot in that. And the touch from Conway is going away and sort of a coming together, I think is the way we would describe it. I think if the decision was given against John Bradford in North Carolina, I think he'd equally be as mystified. Sure. But it's a big call from the referee. And El Paso, for the second time running a down a man.
Because of that, Coach Cabrera going to make a change tactically. Here's Akwe now finally making his way down the tunnel into the locker room. That lonely walk, and you get the red card. I'm a little in shock, actually, because the contact wasn't in the 18, and I felt like there was a defender on the other side. It just didn't seem that vicious of a tackle either. But here's the shot from North Carolina FC. Perez goes too high. I felt like you're a little in shock too, aren't you? Yeah,
I didn't see that. I didn't see the foul necessarily, Dean, at the time, and I certainly didn't see a red. But if you feel that it is a foul as a referee, he's denying a goal-scoring opportunity. Although the touch is taking him wide, that's what I would argue there. I think if you're gonna, maybe if you give the foul, then maybe a yellow card is maybe a better decision based on where that touch is headed.
Well, you said it. It just didn't feel like a real goal-scoring opportunity on the ball received, you know?
Yeah, and the disappointment for Soto even worse as you're the man to get yanked in it as they try to get that extra centre-back in there to make that back four. They sacrifice one of their attacking players in Soto. So this is a big, big test of character for El Paso and a great opportunity for North Carolina on the flip side.
Sundstrom took an elbow to the face, maybe even his nose. Head-on-head collision here, I think. They're asking for both teams' trainers to come on out.
You'll see the two players challenging. Not quite sure of that. Another mystifying.
Yeah, it wasn't head-on-head hit.
There's a little nudge in the back from Sundstrom, and I think he maybe gets just a little accidental hand to the face. But for El Paso, 15 minutes into the game last week, Dean, they were 2-0 down at home to Loudoun. This week, they're on the road looking to try and get their first win in. They've not won in 2 games, so hopefully find a win today. But they're going to have to work extremely hard to get 3 points today.
We're in minute 19. We've had a red card. We've had the extended injury to Wait, the goalkeeper for El Paso. Now this one here.
Going back to the referee's decision, Dean, I think sometimes that red card came out so fast, didn't it? Sometimes I think when you make a decision, just give yourself a second to just assess, take a breath. I'm not a referee. I've tried it a couple of times, Dean, and I'm terrible.
Yeah.
I think I've taken too many of the things that are going on around me. But for that moment there, boom, he gives a foul, and boom, red card comes straight out straight away. And you can't overturn it. But I think if you were to... He doesn't have the beauty of replay that we had, but that touch going away, the contact being sort of incidental, it's just a giant decision to make at this part of the season.
That's a fantastic take. Just maybe one beat, right? Just have the referee take one beat. It did come out pretty quick.
Maybe give your assistant a chance to give you some input as well. Look, I'm not sure about that. But it's a very quick decision on both parts. One, the free kick, and then two, the straight red.
Well, a man advantage for the home team. North Carolina FC trying to break a 2-game skid. Definitely makes a difference, but it's not like over the years you haven't seen a team with 10 players still be successful.
No, it's really, really difficult actually to play against 10 players because they really double down on the defensive duties. They know the pressure's on the team with it now. The onus is on them, and they've got to use it. And you can get frustrated. You can get a little rash with your decision making.
Dribbles into trouble there.
But the giant surface that is First Horizon Stadium, Dean, that Coach Cabrera was really looking forward to having this expansive game and being able to express themselves. Now that the size of the field becomes even more of the enemy to them now.
100%. Foul called against Perez, so we'll come back to the Locomotive. Paso, founded in 2018 by Josh Hunt and the Mountain Star Sports Group. They also own a AAA baseball team for the Padres and co-own FC Juarez in Liga MX, currently 8th in the 25-26 season. On the ownership group. Started playing 2019 as we've got a yellow card here, so a red and a yellow as Perez taken down. Oh, it might be one of those games here.
You see Avila there grabbing a bit of the body of Perez and then clipping both legs right under the nose of the referee. A yellow card all day long. A little bit of frustration, I think, from him. Got to stay disciplined. That's going to be a big part of their game now. The discipline. Don't want to go from bad to worse. You see the referee is going to be right on top of everything. I think for North Carolina, they have to be careful too. As I think human nature is that when you make a decision in someone's favour, you want to level things up. So got to walk that line pretty carefully.
El Paso knocked out of bounds. Washington, far side, will knock it out of bounds. It'll stay with the Locomotive. Quick throw in. I'll remind you several times throughout this game, El Paso now playing a man down on the road. Storyline that will also ride through this game. Both teams in fourth place in their respective divisions. And that's important because if you finish in the top four, you get a home game to start the playoffs. It's massive.
Yeah, it's huge for North Carolina. Their away form has not been great this season.
We got another card Just going to Burner.
Yeah, Burner just coming through the back of Avila there. Unfortunately for Burner, he's the one that's come out on the wrong end of it. I think he just kind of got like his laces or something caught in the foot of Avila. It's been a stop-start beginning to this game, Dean. Your Town Properties stoppage time is going to be an interesting call. I've been doing my math early here as well. You just see it, they just kind of get caught, but then just interesting coming together. And John Bradford, as you mentioned earlier, the injuries to the wing-backs, Rafa Mensingen, Ezra Armstrong, we haven't seen at all this year. Last thing you want to see is another one of those players drop out, and as he's trying to recover and get himself back to full fitness, the referee gives him the yellow card. Not moving very well, though.
John's going to check on him. Actually, I thought he was going to check on him, but you know, coaches are fascinating. Like, sometimes you know when not to ask a question, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to know. It's like being a parent, Dean, right? Sometimes it's best not to know. Don't ask.
26 minutes in, a red card, and a handful of yellows, but 0-0. North Carolina FC, though, with the player advantage that they'll have for a long time on this big field here, WakeMed Soccer Park, First Horizon Stadium. Reno comes in hard on Burner, who already was hurt. Now another yellow. Coming over.
This one for me, Dean, I think Burner kicks the ball, Moreno slides in, and it's Burner kicking the ball that connects with Moreno. So it's a painful one. I think Moreno's just going to stay on his feet, really.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's what you've got to do now. You're, with the referee's early decision to give the red card now, and I make that his third yellow that he's dished out, and now Cabrera's going to get the yellow card as well for expressing his frustration. We're on course for a lot of yellows and reds at this rate, Dean.
Yeah, we are. Donovan over to Burner. Sundstrom. Summersaw. Now Washington. Ahmad El far side. Summersaw shows. Andrew Tate mentioned his offensive efforts as he's not been afraid to hit some rocket shots, and is on the back of the net the last time we saw him. I think it was the last time, is that right?
Yeah, it was, Dean, yeah. In that 3-2 defeat to Hartford, that he got the goal that put him in front, and we thought, based on the way the game was going and the control they had, that was going to be the winning goal, or one that contributed to it. But for John Bradford, he just said the defensive lapses, they threw that game away. He said, I mean, the corner at the end, you give the ball away and then you give the corner, and then a bit of a mix-up in the box, and really disappointing result. From the jaws of victory, you snatch defeat.
Throw-in coming for El Paso. Wow, there's a lot of soccer left, and all of a sudden there's a lot of eyes on Joe Surgan, the referee, wearing the red top. He is not putting up with any shenanigans, even on throw-ins. Roberts, good effort. Beautiful switch of attack here from the Locomotive. Now it's like 3 versus 7, but They've got the ball. So come across, Sundstrom. Perez chested it down to himself. He's also clipped. They'll play advantage. They may come back to that. There might be. They knock it out of bounds. Coach Cabrera already with the yellow card, giving the fourth official an earful.
I mean, that was a real clash of shins. I think the ball was just there. Perez just teased it in, but then was able to get rid of it through the legs with Calvillo. Initially, I thought that Calvillo had hit Perez, but there's Perez passing the ball. I think another one of them, Dean, where it's coming together. I don't know if both of them got a crack on the shin for it. Calvillo didn't necessarily get the ball, but got kicked in the process. This is why I'm not a referee.
No, I'm with you. I felt like Perez was more the person that fouled than.
Yeah. I would agree with that. To the naked eye, as in the run of play, you thought that was a foul on El Paso, but then as you see it again in slow motion, you're like, maybe Wilmer Cabrera has a point. He thought it was a foul in their direction.
There's a lot of wisdom in those eyes, Coach Cabrera.
They want to use all of that wisdom, being to try and not get another yellow card, I think.
Yeah.
This is a frustrating start so far.
No, it's actually the kind of game where if it doesn't sort itself out, he may take one for the team almost, just to send a message.
Yeah, if anyone else is going to get sent off, it's going to be me.
Yeah.
I think for John Bradford, it's an interesting tactical proposition now, because you saw, like you mentioned there, that last attack for El Paso. So many blue shirts in the box, almost too many cooks for them. Got to be careful of that, but they've got to find that balance, because El Paso having that easy out ball to the opposite side of the field to Ruiz, we just saw that last attacking play for them. That's a space that I don't think they should be allowing to a team that's got a man less. They shouldn't be able to have such an easy outlet and opportunity to get down the field. So half-time will be a good opportunity for them to potentially rejig or tactically address some of those propositions now. Because you plan all week for one thing, and now 15 minutes in, completely different game.
I have no idea what's going on.
They're trying to give the ball back to North Carolina.
Right.
But no love lost between these two teams.
Exactly. That I knew, but it looked like they were maybe not going to do it the second time around, but they did. They just used the defender to do it.
I mean, that would throw gasoline on.
Oh my!
On just what we need.
Dolabella. Donovan, now Sundstrom. Berner is taken down a couple times. They have a little ginger ankle because of it. Sundstrom, great little ball to Perez. Throw in North Carolina FC. No score. If you're just popping in, a red card to Wahab Akwe, number 3 from Ghana. Top the 18, collision with Evan Conway. Dean trying to stop a goal scoring opportunity. Already mentioned, tough job being a referee. That one will be in question, I'm sure. Looks like a foul on Donovan, and it is. Wow, there is really, this game has been crazy. There's no real rhythm in it either.
John Bradford talked about not allowing El Paso to get into a rhythm. I don't think he was necessarily planning to do it this way. But yeah, the game as a whole has suffered. Very stop-start, a lot of dubious calls and decisions.
Cards.
Yeah. think for North Carolina, they've got to be a bit more patient in possession, try and switch the play and move this El Paso team around. That square ball from Burner a minute ago, just kind of a wasteful opportunity in that attack in third. Turning the ball over, they've got to be a bit more patient, connect a few more passes, and get El Paso put in the hard yards.
Paso, I was starting to tell their story. They started to play in 2019 USL Championship. Got to the Western Conference Finals in their first 2 years in the playoffs, 2019 and 2020. They also made the playoffs in 21 and 23. They had an off year last year. After one win in their first 11 games, the club hired Coach Cabrera on May 20th, 2024. Paso, despite playing down a man, send the ball in around the 6. I mean, look, Andrew, if they can get a free kick anywhere around the 18, if they can get a corner kick, it doesn't matter that they're down a man.
And they've got Andy Cabrera on the bench, a big attacking component for them. They'll be hoping they can keep this game as tight as they can and then introduce a player like that into the fray, and who knows what could happen. At the moment, you wouldn't know there's an extra man on this field.
No. Sundstrom. This will fall to El Paso. Summersaw comes back to clean it up. Perez. Louis Perez has so many key players. He's really turned into a really versatile player that can play just about anywhere Coach Bradford wants him to play.
Yeah, and a player that's been with them from the League One days and made the step up and continues to be a consistent and reliable component of John Bradford's squad, no matter whether they play him left wing back, centre midfield, attacking number 10 role.
Right now, you would think that El Paso had the player advantage, as Summersaw with the foul. It's a good little last 60 seconds or so from El Paso.
Yeah, they've steadied the ship. Not really panicked since that big decision went against them, but they're a technical team. They're going to be good on the ball. They're going to have possessions of the ball for longer periods than you'd expect from a team with 10 players, but for North Carolina, when they get the opportunity to hold on to it, I think they've got to take the extra pass or 5 they may need to really try and shift this El Paso team and get them making those big lung busting runs to cover the space and shut it down.
This is exactly what I'm talking about. You get a whistle in this kind of position, you ride the right shoulder of a defender and get inside, you got a chance to head it. Washington eliminates that chance, but it will be a throw-in for the team from Texas. I've caught a game in El Paso. There was a different team way back in the early 2000s, and I'll never forget it because went in the truck to check on everything. Game was on Fox Soccer, and then walked outside and a rattlesnake, kid you not, was right outside the truck.
I was there to greet you, Dean. Welcome to...
Yeah, I don't do rattlesnakes.
Welcome to Texas. I can't say I do rattlesnakes either, to be honest with you. I've not had the encounter that you've had.
Avila. Paso staying with it. Wow, really good ball. Wonderful trap. And all of a sudden, El Paso playing lights out. Another player down. With Summersaw?
Yeah. 44, Raheem Somersault. Coming back there to get an all-important toe. And while he's there, he gets a smack to the ribs from Avila as he's trying to latch onto that ball. Select is proud to be the official match ball supplier of the USL Championship. From the Academy to the big leagues, Select is there every step of the way. Visit us.select-sport.com for the latest Select products, specials and more. Select, the player's choice.
0-0, First Horizon Stadium, Wakebed Soccer Park, Cary, North Carolina. This stadium opening up back in 2000 for then called the Carolina Courage of the WUSA. And this Stadium has been home to a lot of big games, hosted a lot of NCAA championships, also hosted NCAA lacrosse championships as well. It also has been the last stop for more than one U.S. World Cup team.
You are a WakeMed soccer park encyclopedia, Dean. Drowning that from your brain.
Summersault looks to be okay.
That's the ball right there, Dean. That's the ball to look at them now, trying to shift across. Once you get them sucked over to one side, quickly try and find that weak side centre-back to get El Paso really having to put the hard yards in. You've got to shift them around and move them because they're going to be disciplined. They're going to stay in their compact shape. And then when they get it, they're not going to give it away easily.
Give El Paso credit for dealing with what looked to be a great pass to set up the attack for North Carolina FC. So Labella collision with a save with North Carolina FC. Wow, we're in the 41st minute.
Have we had a shot on goal?
Perez. Sundstrom. Roberts from Summersault. Roberts. Good weight on that ball. Dolabella trying to get there, but Waite gets there first. Hey, let's talk season tickets for next year. It's not too late to claim your 2026 season tickets for just $99. Early bird price rates are up to 50% off in savings from regular price tickets with no ticketing or service fees ever. Plus, enjoy perks of access to 2025 playoff tickets and have your name entered to win a team-signed game ball. Head to tickets.northcarolinafc.com for more information. And I do a read, I look up, and another player down.
Yes. Challenge with Connor Donovan. Avila, the man down. Strong tackle. See the ball in there from Torres. There's another one of those coming together, Dean, right? Donovan gets the ball, he points to it, but there's some heavy contact with Avila. I think the right decision is made there, but been some tough ones today.
Right decision by no card, you mean? Or?
No, he didn't give a free kick either.
Right.
So I don't think there's a call. I think there's been a few collisions today where I'll probably just say play on, Dean. You know, I'd plead the fifth on it. I think of the Perez one, probably the sending off as well. I'd just probably say play on.
Well, it's interesting because right in front of the referee, I don't think Donovan invited Avila to dinner after this tackle either. Yeah, just kind of choppy. There was that 1 minute sequence where El Paso looked really, really clean and was dangerous. Good touches inside the 18, but wow, short of that, not a whole lot here in this first half.
Yeah, I think the tactical conundrum for John Bradford is, does he need the three centre-backs in the second half? I think that's the one where he's got to think about. He's got Mikey Maldonado, Rodrigo da Costa, and Alexanderson Jr. all waiting in the wings. Does he make a big change at half-time and maybe sacrifice one of those centre-backs and go to a back four? Something I don't think I've seen him do this season, especially at home. He's not had to do that.
Wow, that would be very interesting.
But you just got, that back five. Do you need a back five against the number of bodies that El Paso's flooding into the attack at the moment? It almost seems a bit too defensive and insured, but you wouldn't make that change, I don't think, in the run of the first half. But at half-time, either you release the wing-backs maybe a little bit higher, give him a bit more freedom to go forward, or sacrifice one of the centre-backs.
Good touch back to Conway. It was Conway who was tackled just outside the 18 that led to the red card for Akwe. Bob Akwe is in the locker room and has been for quite some time. It was fairly early in the game, as that man right there has been pretty busy. All right, go ahead and I'll let you guess first.
I'll do my math, Dean. I started early. Carry the one. I'm gonna go with 8. 8 minutes of magic.
Burner keeps it in over the Somersault. I'm glad you carried the one. And Joe LaBella will fall down. Gonna go with 8. I got 7. Oh, 8, you're on it. Well done. Wow. King Andrew.
I don't know where that came to me from.
That was strong. Added time brought to you by Town Properties. Check out Town Properties at Town with an E, TOWNE, properties.com. And Town Properties sponsoring the added time. And they have 8 minutes. The North Carolina Courage will be back at First Horizon Stadium tomorrow, 12:30, to face Angel City FC. Come out for the daytime match to honor local heroes in the Triangle. Tickets are available at tickets.nccourage.com. Eight minutes of Town Properties added time. North Carolina FC playing a man up. Somersault a little late on the tackle, and you got it. He's going to get a card.
Let's buy one, get one free on the yellow cards today, Dean.
Yeah, you may get one.
There's a special. You get a card. You get a card.
Yeah, they're flying around.
I mean, that's an easy one for the referee. Just a bit of a clumsy late lunge in from Somersault. Calvillo, who's been involved in a lot of the collisions today, he gets the whack on the
yellow card has been
ankle.
assessed to NCFC number 44, Raheem Somersault, during stoppage time.
Up in the perch here. The best seat in the house, Wakeman Soccer Park. Joined up in the perch by Mark Dry and Brian Ware. I always love the little boost Mark Dry gets up here in the perch. He's not smiling at that one.
Strictly business team.
Perez over the ball. Perez. NCFC's next home match is Friday, September 26th against Miami FC at 7 o'clock. Join the fun for this Fall Fest and College Night theme match. Find your seats tonight at tickets.northcarolinafc.com. No score. We're in Town Properties added time here. Dolabella. Perez and Roberts with the foul, so they'll come back now to El Paso. No score. We're in added time here in the first half. First Horizon Stadium, WakeMed Soccer Park, Cary, North Carolina. USL Championship on ESPN Plus. Andrew, I hate to do this to you, but I got to ask you what both coaches are going to say to their teams here. We'll start with Wilmer Cabrera, whose team is down a player.
Yeah, I think it'll be more of the same. I think he'll be very happy with the way they've responded to the big decision by the referee. Interesting collision there with Sundstrom. Got to be careful. Don't ask any more big decisions of the ref. It's a good ball from Somerset. That's what they've got to do more of. Find that weak side player. Find that open space. For John Bradford, though, I think he's got a big decision to make. Do you stay patient and believe in what they're doing with a little tweak, or do you make something more drastic? Maybe go into a back four. Finn Sundstrom, we've seen sometimes when they've been down, players more of a right back. Maybe you keep Werner at left back and move Ahmad Al-Klak maybe a little bit higher. So I think it's an interesting decision, but I think from the coach's perspective, they've got to make a... For John Bradford, the onus, I think, is on him rather than on Cabrera.
It was Ahmad Al-Klak moments ago that took a shot from distance, a bit ambitious. He's right at weight. Conway, Roberts, and it will come back to El Paso. eFootball is here. Live your dream, rep your team, and play as your favorite USL Championship club. eFootball is free to play. Download today. Wait.
He's making you wait.
Yeah, he is. He looks to be okay, though. If you remember, the trainer was out for an extended time with weight. Conway, Dolabella back to Conway. What a ball. Conway will head it to space. Evan Conway! Whoa! And how about North Carolina FC 1-0?
Just like that, Dean. I was admiring the header from Connor Donovan. The great link-up play between the two leading scorers for North Carolina, Conway and Dolabella. Heads it wide. You think he's maybe been forced too wide. But what a strike with that left foot from Evan Conway. Down low and hard across the goalkeeper. Waite gets his left foot to it, but can only steer it into the top corner. The one moment of quality from the home team, North Carolina, and it puts them on the board, and it could be the goal that sends them to 3 points today. Massive moment here in Cary, North Carolina.
Where's number 7? It's his 7th goal of the season. Dolabella with his 3rd assist to go with his 7 goals. And now Conway and Dolabella both with 7 to lead the team. I got to tell you, we probably don't talk enough about Conway. I mean, all he's done is score goals since being here. And right now we're done talking as finally the first half is over, but not before Evan Conway has given North Carolina FC a 1-0 lead over an El Paso team down a man. It's 1-0 at the half on ESPN Plus.
With a family to take care of, the two of you have your hands full. At WakeMed Urgent Care, we're everywhere you are, so getting the care they need when they need it couldn't be more convenient. Soccer star? Easy. Kids? Covered. The twins? Done. Aches and pains? Virtual urgent care to the rescue. So download the WakeMed All Access app today and take care of everyone in the family, including the two of you.
It's tough these days to find healthy and fast, but at Alpaca, you'll find both. From our all-natural charcoal-fired chicken, cooked using Peruvian spices, to our made-to-order dishes like arroz chalfa. With sausage, chicken, or completely vegetarian, we have something for every diet. So take a break today. Come in or find us online for catering or to place a pickup order. Family-owned and local. Make it a Peruvian night. Make it Alpaca.
Hey, on the mountain we've got a saying. Get off your... Touchdown! Woo! Mountain Dew!
Welcome back to Cary, North Carolina. A crazy first half with a red card, a whole bunch of yellows, and then finally a little bit of how about North Carolina FC from Evan Conway. It's 1-0 at the half. The youngsters having a good time. Dean Linke along with the great Andrew Tate. Andrew, we've done a lot of games together. That's a different first 45 there.
Yeah. Bookended by, I think, two big moments, right? You've got the referee making the decision to send off Akwe in the 15th minute, and a decision which was a bit innocuous. And then the goal from Conway, which is really just the icing on the cake for Wilmer Cabrera in terms of what of a dismal first half for him.
All right, let's take a look at the schedule as we're headed down the stretch. Not so many games remaining. We'll start with North Carolina FC, Andrew.
Yeah, and North Carolina FC has two pivotal games at Tampa and versus Miami, two teams outside the playoffs. And then they travel to Detroit before playing their final Western Conference opponent in Phoenix Rising.
And the upcoming schedule for the El Paso Locomotive FC.
They have a key homestand with matches against Charleston, Rhode Island and Oakland before traveling to Orange County and then to Lexington. Every game pivotal in that push for the playoffs.
All right, when we come back, we will take a full look around USL Championship. I think you'll enjoy that. North Carolina FC, like a little bit of that ice cream. They lead at 1-0 over El Paso.
Kickers are on the board. Ollie Wrights. It's Portland's pumping ahead 2-1.
Prinks Tires in the USL help soccer journeys everywhere to drive harder. From city playgrounds to suburban sidelines. From early mornings to late nights. From fun with friends to winner takes all. From the biggest fan to the biggest heart. And at every turn, Prinks Tires will be there for the long haul.
We don't stop chanting, we don't stop drumming, yelling and screaming and chanting.
We'll follow them wherever, pretty much. That's just the love that we have for our team.
With a family like that to take care of, the two of you have your hands full. At WakeMed Urgent Care, we're everywhere you are, so getting the care they need when they need it couldn't be more convenient. Soccer star? Easy. Kids? Covered. The twins? Done. Aches and pains? Virtual urgent care to the rescue. So download the WakeMed All Access app today and take care of everyone in the family, including the two of you.
Fresh off clinching their 11th consecutive playoff berth, Blue City winger Aiden McFadden joins the show to talk his 5-year journey as a pro and how this might be the best year of his career so far. Haji Berry is back in USL Championship play with Hartford Athletic. Is he going to be back to his goal-scoring form that saw him win the Golden Boot just a couple of seasons ago? Who's the favorite heading into Final Four action in Jaeger Cup? We got you covered.
Halftime in Cary, North Carolina. A lot of youngins out. Gotta love it. Great shots from our great crew here. It's North Carolina FC 1, El Paso Locomotive FC 0. Alongside Andrew Tate, I'm Dean Linke. Take a look at the scoreboard and schedule of games this weekend.
Yeah, and a big result in the West there. Lexington and Orange County tying 1-1 earlier today. New Mexico getting that result earlier in the week. Big win for them as they catapults themselves into third, and for North Carolina, Detroit losing is a big result for them. Here you see some of the games going off. You've got Pittsburgh versus Louisville. Pittsburgh 1 win in the last 5 at home. Louisville 5 straight road wins. Rhode Island versus Indy, 9th versus 8th. Just 2 points separating those teams. New Mexico versus Tulsa, 3rd versus 1st in the West. Big game there. And then Sacramento versus Phoenix. Sacramento conceded 17 goals, just the fewest in the league, and then Phoenix conceded 40 goals, the second most of all USL Championship teams. So lots to get your teeth into this weekend, Dean.
Well said. News and notes time, I do believe. So Brian Ware.
Yeah, Sacramento defeated Rhode Island in a PK shootout as Jared Mazzola made 2 big saves on 3 shots. Republic were perfect on their three efforts. And then Hartford beating Greenville 3-1 on Marlon Heston's 85th minute tap-in, rebound, and Michi Ingalina's counter in stoppage time. Then you got former MVP, Golden Boot winner returns. Hartford announcing the signing of Haji Barry, 25 goals in 2021 with the Switchbacks, and also played with NCFC in 2020. And then Oggy joins the Century Club. The Riverhound striker scoring 2 goals at Oakland. 9th player with 100 goal contributions with 83 goals and 18 assists.
Well done. And the team of the week.
Yeah, Oggy Williams, we just talked about. Cal Jennings, he scored a brace in the 2-1 win against Indy. Russell Cicerone of Sacramento had a goal and assist in a 2-0 win at Tampa Bay. Nick Firmino in that result over North Carolina scored a goal and had a 99% pass completion record. Ben Mines scored the opener at El Paso. Florian Velo, assist and 3 chances created. And Hugo Farreau had a big PK save, the 3rd PK save in 2025 for him in that victory over El Paso Locomotive.
And Augie Williams, the USL Player of the Week.
He's had that a few times, I think, over his career. And then confirmation of what is set to be a really tasty Jägermeister final. I think a part of me really wanted to see Rhode Island Hartford for like the 4th time this year, but Sacramento and the Neil Collins have really got into some form now in the second half of the season, and that will be a really tasty final against Hartford Athletic on October 4th.
Well done, Andrew. When we come back, we'll show you the first half highlights, including the red card and the goal from Evan Conway. It's 1-0 North Carolina FC. Highlights around the corner.
To find healthy and fast. But at Alpaca, you'll find both. From our all-natural charcoal-fired chicken, cooked using Peruvian spices, to our made-to-order dishes like arroz chaufa. With sausage, chicken, or completely vegetarian, we have something for every diet. So take a break today. Come in or find us online for catering or to place a pickup order. Family-owned and local. Make it a Peruvian night. Make it Alpaca.
With a family like that to take care of, the two of you have your hands full. At WakeMed Urgent Care, we're everywhere you are, so getting the care they need when they need it couldn't be more convenient. Soccer star? Easy. Kids? Covered. The twins? Done. Aches and pains? Virtual urgent care to the rescue. So download the WakeMed All Access app today and take care of everyone in the family, including the two of you.
Welcome back to First Horizon Stadium, WakeMed Soccer Park in Cary. Ice cream, nachos, you name it. Families having a good time out here. North Carolina FC 1, El Paso 0. Alongside the great Andrew Tate, I'm Dean Linke. Let's go to work and show everybody the highlights in what is a very interesting first 45.
It's one way to put it, Dean. Scrappy's another one. Here's the big decision. Talk about this one till the cows come home. Conway gets the touch. Akwe makes contact with Conway. Referee deemed it a denial of a goal-scoring opportunity and produced instantly the red card, much to the dismay of Akwe. North Carolina after that, you see the effort from Perez. That was really as close as they got until this moment right at the end of the first half. Conway and Dolabella combining off the big header from Donovan, and then it was all about Evan Conway. You think he's forced too wide, but that left foot, as sweet as it is, drives it down low and across the keeper. Jamali Waite could only clip it into the top corner right on half-time. The goal that North Carolina needed to really make John Bradford's half-time team talk that little bit easier, but you can see not a lot of goal-mouth action. A lot of it's been played between the boxes. Possession very even, not many corners, but you can see that the referee's been very busy. 4 yellow cards for El Paso, 1 to Cabrera, the head coach of El Paso, and 3 to El Paso players, and then 2 to North Carolina, and I don't expect that number to sit there, Dean. I think we'll see a few more added to that.
Well, I also think you'll see both coaches keep an eye on the players with yellows, and those will be probably the earliest subs.
Yeah, especially for North Carolina. I think that would be as I mentioned earlier, just that decision as a referee. Human nature is you want to sort of level the playing field when you make a big decision like that. Is that he gets offered an opportunity to maybe give Berner another yellow card or somersault. It's a good point that they could be the first one sacrificed by head coach John Bradford. Not seeing any changes.
With Cabrera, almost had to take a yellow just to let the referee know that he'd had enough. It was almost one of those where you might have even said, go ahead and give me a yellow, but this is getting a little bit out of hand.
Yeah, let's hope for a more free-flowing second half for everyone's viewing pleasure. And now for North Carolina, we mentioned they haven't kept a clean sheet in 13 games, Dean. If they can get it done today, they know they're going to get 3 points and really boost their push to have that home playoff game.
Second half, USL Championship action. North Carolina FC, the home team, won. We're at First Horizon Stadium in Cary, North Carolina. El Paso Locomotive FC, alongside Andrew Tate, Dean Linke with you. So I guess, based on what you said about the great fan base for the Locomotive, not too much tequila at the moment, unless they're doing it on cards as well.
I'm sure they were spitting feathers at the referee's decision because they knew that the tequila was, the cork was going back in the bottle. Yeah, it just got a heck of a lot harder.
Ahmad had a good first half. Roberts also decent. Trying to make that turn. Can't do it. It'll come back to El Paso.
John Bradford's reaction, just hands on face. Not sure how he came up with that one. I mean, the assistant referee's right there. He didn't flag at all.
So, Andrew, I do need a little bit of help. You with that great England wisdom. Hang on, though. This is knocked out of bounds. Good pressure from North Carolina FC. I'll let you contemplate it and not answer until after the corner kick. Just want to know how the cows come home, why they're coming home. So just think about that, okay?
Is that a phrase that you've heard before or not?
I have,
okay,
but I still don't get it.
Yeah.
I'm thinking you might have an explanation. Am I going to be lucky or no?
I'll let the suspense linger for a little bit.
Fair. Corner kick, North Carolina FC. Left foot, Louis Perez. Burner first times it with some smoke. Wait with the great save. Well hit by Burner. And then Wait trying to send it long. That's Burner's got to run it down. Wow, he toasted that one.
I like that. You've got Burner, smoke, and toast. I like how you've done that, the trifecta.
I need something on that toast.
And I think that's where the difference, I'll squash that lingering suspense. Since when has anything I've said, Dean, made sense?
Well, no, but
that quashes any sort of...
Well, no, but you didn't create that saying.
I didn't, but I continue to roll it out there, yeah, without really understanding what it means.
Okay, so you got nothing.
I said, does anything I say make sense? No.
That is not true. Not true at all.
No, I find myself getting in a lot of trouble for pulling out a lot of those English sayings and things that we've been doing from the...
Well, I would like a reason for it. But just keep that in mind.
We'll get our research department on it, Dean.
Second half underway. Reminding you that the Locomotive out of El Paso playing since minute 15, down a man. I'll tell you what, Wait with that great save, and to be fair, it would have been a true kick save and a beauty, as I actually thought he was going to deny Conway with his leg.
Yeah. Top goalkeeper, Jamali Wait. Oh. That's been a wars today. Oh my gosh. I think of the collision earlier with Sundstrom in a similar position. And he's got a tough task of playing up there against the three big centre-backs that are there. Bryce Washington just barreling into the back of him. Easy decision for the referee, and a talking to for Washington. The referee choosing to keep his cards in his pocket on that instance, Dean.
Long ball. Perfectly trapped by the Locomotive. Sent in. Wow, dangerous.
Gabby Torres. I want to see more of him in attacking areas there, but showing a good touch and then a good delivery into that 6-yard box area for Calvillo, the captain. Usually see him in a number 6 sort of defensive centre midfield role, but down a man, he's got to try and find ways to get up and support the attack.
That was brilliant from Gabby Torres. Minute 50, Washington, great ball to Roberts, he turns with it. Roberts looking at options. Roberts trying to stay with it. Good effort to run it down there. As you saw, DeRoma, number 8, the little man, he's everywhere. And as you've said, with 10 men out there, you kind of need to be everywhere.
Already in the first 5 minutes of the second half, already feeling a little bit more entertaining.
A lot more.
A little bit sharper. North Carolina breaking lines through the midfield with that pass into Roberts, and then El Paso looking equally sharp going the other way.
Donovan in the middle of the 3-back with Washington on one side, Sundstrom on the other. Roberts.
Oh.
Ooh. Sundstrom. Well, he had to be careful. That was close. Cuts back here. A turnover, chance to tie it. And offside flag is up, but well done by Zembla as well, though.
One mistake from Roberts there, and it almost erased that 1-goal deficit. Avila judged to be offside, but it was a big save from Zembla. And the referee giving a little talking to Sundstrom as well, as he kind of made contact with the El Paso players who was breaking through. Just those square passes, Dean. Whenever you see a square pass across the pitch, it just invites somebody to intercept it. And for North Carolina, with that 1-goal cushion, they just don't need to play that pass.
For me, Andrew, if Sundstrom doesn't just take a little bit of gas off, he might have got a red.
Yeah.
I mean, he realized where he was, I think.
He almost knocked the player off his feet, and I think if he does that, yes, the referee is probably going to his pocket and pulling out the card the same colour as his jersey.
Locomotive revving here to start the second half. Down 1-0 and down a man, but looking good. They've got a lot of technical, tactical players that can do a lot of good things, which I think amplifies your message. With 10 men, you still can get it done. This game, I feel like it's far from over. Summersaw. Dolabella. Both teams, though, with a lot of talent on the bench. North Carolina FC might even have the edge. When you think about that, with that man advantage, Ahmad Al-Kak. It'll be a corner kick, North Carolina FC. Comes over to talk to John Bradford. Take a look at that replay. Can't watch the match? Turn on SiriusXM FC 157, North America's only 24/7 source for engaging soccer talk, including USL All Access on Tuesday nights, plus hear live matches from the USL, MLS, Premier League, and more, all on SiriusXM FC 157 and the new SiriusXM app. Corner kick, North Carolina FC trying to add to their 1-0 lead with the one-man advantage. Perez, Roberts will go off for North Carolina FC, and will come back to Waite and El Paso. North Carolina with a home record of 6-3-2. Coming into this game, a 79% chance to make the playoffs. El Paso, 84% chance to make the playoffs coming into this game, win or lose. El Paso on the road, 3-3-5. When they concede the first goal, though, they are 1-5-4. And when North Carolina FC scores the first goal, they're pretty impressive, 9-2-2.
Good feet from Ahmad Al-Kak there. Right down below us, just receiving the ball and then jinking between two white shirts. Drawing the foul, but they've got to try and sustain some of these bits of pressure here. You see Calvillo just sticking out that left leg. Some easy decisions for the referee in this second half.
Roberts, great move. Roberts keeps it down. Waite with a big-time save. That one had eyes for the back of the net. Denied by Waite, and a corner kick on the way.
Great work from Thomas Roberts. He's been really influential in the second half. Jinking onto that left foot, and that ball is squeaking towards that bottom left corner for Jamali Waite. The big man does well to get a good solid palm on it and steer away from the danger. And the blue shirts were converging on him. But Roberts had a really bright second half so far.
Extremely bright. Great shot from Roberts. Big time save from Waite. That's Waite who punches it out. Ahmad Al-Kak sends it back. Luis Perez along the inline to Conway. There'll be another corner kick. Corner kick, North Carolina FC. USL Championship and League One are on CBS Sports and ESPN platforms all season long. Catch live matches and expert analysis every day on the CBS Sports Golazo Network and ESPN Plus. Go to USLChampionship.com or USLLeague1.com for the complete USL TV listings. Corner, driven in, wait, we'll punch it back out. Perez stays with it. Turnover here. Perez will try to run it down. Locomotive. Go ahead, Andrew.
I was saying it's great work from Daroma there. Picking the ball up and drive it down the field and take the pressure off. It's a poor ball from Perez. That's what they've got to be careful of, that counter-attack. All Paso need is one moment. And that lead that North Carolina has, that precious lead, could be erased.
Roberts will get a yellow card.
A lot of clumsy tackles today. Don't think there's any maliciousness in it, but a lot of clumsy fouls. Look at it here. Just comes flying in. Doesn't really make contact with Avila. I think that's the frustration of the fans, but whenever you got a ground like that, the angle of the referee.
Number 6, Thomas Roberts, in the 57th minute.
It's an easy decision.
Looks like John Bradford going to send his assistant down. He had told me that he had planned to make quite a few changes around minute 60. Of course, I don't think he knew he was going to be playing a player up. You got another yellow. Dolabella's in there, and we're back to him.
Dean, can I get a new highlighter here? My ink's running dry. I think North Carolina might be winning in the yellow card stakes now, or at least tying it up. And you see Dolabella just grabbing Daroma on a couple of occasions there.
NCFC number 8, Pedro Dolabella, in the 58th minute.
Good opportunity here for the Locomotive.
They're not the biggest team though, Dean. That's, I think, the area they think I almost want them to be a little bit crafty and technical here and maybe take it short or work it to the edge of the box. But North Carolina with those big three centre-backs, Sundstrom, Washington and Donovan, and then you throw in Dolabella.
Looking to equalize. El Paso. Cut it out. There's Perez. It's still dangerous though. Off the crossbar. Oh my. Donovan was back there as well. The crossbar, the best friend of Zemla, as it stays 1-0 North Carolina FC, and I'm not quite sure how.
I think it was Donovan off the line, wasn't it? Incredible moment. El Paso showing how dangerous they are. We'll get a good look at that, I think, in the next stoppage, but here come El Paso again.
Sundstrom back to Somersault. Great sliding tackle again. Daroma's been good here. And El Paso, the Locomotive, earned a corner kick.
And here we'll see it. The hopeful ball to that back post. The diving header. Donovan's in there, and somehow he manages to get his left foot to it. You see it again here. It's Avila with the header, brave header. And it comes back. Moreno's in there, but Donovan, captain's performance there, saving the day for his team. Puff out those cheeks, big man. That's a really scary, hairy moment for the home team.
He may have saved the game. Driven in. Wow. Locomotive down a player. Really dangerous here in the last 2 minutes. Probably should have tied it. Unlucky not to have. Conway drops it to Dolabella. Looked like he just hit kind of a weird part of the grass surface. Now it's Ahmad Al-Kak. It'll be a corner kick coming for North Carolina FC.
Just like that, some nervy moments at one end. North Carolina then on the attack going the other. They've got to find a second goal, Dean, to kill this game. Otherwise you do worry for them. North Carolina, 6 corners won in this game to 3 for El Paso. I feel like it's been a while since they've scored from a corner, Dean. The set pieces of Mikey Maldonado early in the season and the work on the training ground that assistant coach Mike McGinty does was really paying off, but in recent weeks it hasn't quite been as fruitful.
Corner driven in, off the post. Burner heads it back, and now Wake gets to it.
What a crazy game of football, Dave.
Who hit that? That went off the post.
We'll see it again. Inside the stay, I think it's Dolabella. There's a Dolabella head just steering it. We'll see again in a moment. Some subs coming for North Carolina.
Maldonado and DaCosta.
NCFC in the 63rd minute. Leaving the game, number 6, Thomas Roberts.
So Roberts and Summersaw will leave for Maldonado and Rodrigo DaCosta. What do you make of these 2 changes?
I mean, Summersaw's the one you talked about earlier. He's on a yellow card. I think that one makes sense, just like for like Maldonado for Summersall. And then Thomas Roberts has had a really impactful second half, a lot brighter, getting on the ball, but hasn't played 90 minutes yet for John Bradford, coming off the bench and fits and starts here and there. But a good, strong few minutes from him. Nice Connor Donovan, the captain. Is that what you said?
Yes.
Of course you said that, Dean. I never questioned you for a minute. Donovan keeping out at one end and almost scoring at the other.
Donovan again. Wow, still one of those kind of eerie 1-0 score lines, though. So plenty of time for Paso Locomotive FC.
Donovan once again. Imperious at the back. This is his type of game, Dean, though, I feel, when he can play against a team where most of the game's in front of him, when he can step in and read the game as he does so well.
For me, I know Conway with a brilliant goal, but he's had a man of the match type game, Donovan.
Yeah, when you play one off the line and almost score at the other end, that certainly helps your case. But yeah, some of the tackles he's made, he's shackled Avalo really well. I'm sure he's going to be on top of his game to finish this out and see this 1-0 lead out as well.
Rodrigo DaCosta has scored a lot of goals in USL. Perhaps not quite as successful as many had hoped for him, but he's had moments of brilliance. There was a pocket of time last year where he was scoring a goal a game there for a little bit.
Yeah, he's a player the fans really enjoy. The Brazilian with a bag of tricks. He scored last week, came off the bench and got one back as they were trailing to Lexington 2-0. John Bradford going to him early today to see if he can get that all-important second goal that you feel would probably be a little bit too much for El Paso, but a lot of work still to do. I've got to say, Al-Kak's had a good game at right wing back, Dean, showing the attacking flair that he's got, drawing a few fouls. You haven't really seen him too much in that role this season. I know he played there last week away at Lexington, but John spoke of his time at UNC and operating that role there for Carlos Zamorano.
get a chance to see Carlos Zambrano's team on Tuesday. On the call for their game against Memphis. I'll be joined by a legendary analyst tomorrow night down in Charleston for Charleston and Oakland on ESPN Plus.
I was really looking forward to hearing who this legendary analyst was, and then when I realized you were inadvertently referring to me, that's punchline.
No. Not at all. Perez. Wait. Wait took a pretty big hit there. That's Dolabella.
Donovan in the thick of it. Won't be surprised if it's him that's made the collision there. Here we'll get a good look. There's a lot going on in that penalty box. Yeah, Donovan just challenging for the ball as Waite chap goes up to punch it. Contact's made with Donovan, or vice versa. Painful one for Waite, who's sprawled out at the moment. He's been in the wars today. Not as comfortable today as he was on international duty, with 2 clean sheets against Bermuda and Trinidad and Tobago. Big results for Steve McLaren's men. Welcome back to the USL Championship.
Yeah, he's taking a couple knocks. Coach Cabrera. His team's still very much in it.
Yeah, we get a good shot of Mora. Who played in the absence of Waite. Missing out today as Waite returns. Soccer season is here, and SeatGeek is the official ticketing partner of the USL. Get all your USL tickets and more from the #1 ticketing site, SeatGeek, your ticket to great seats.
So Waite, I think it's going to be okay. And he's had a big-time performance. It looks like Coach Cabrera getting ready to make a couple changes himself. See a higher line here from John Bradford's team, so Waite's going to boom it long. Acosta, what a trap. Goes out of bounds right from John Bradford. He likes it. It's not too late to claim your 2026 season tickets for just $99. Early bird price rates are up to 50% off in savings from regular price tickets with no ticketing or service fees ever. Plus, enjoy perks of access to 2025 playoff tickets and have your name entered to win a team-signed game ball. Head to tickets.northcarolinafc.com for more information. Dolabella. It was Dolabella that found Conway. And Ahmad El-Kak. You just heard Andrew Tate talking about his service this game. It's been outstanding. And he'll earn the corner kick. Coaches look at that. May not show up on the stat sheet that, hey, I led to a corner kick, but you create those opportunities. I love it.
Yeah, it's a great opportunity for him. He's not had a start a few games at the beginning of the season, then he's been out and had a few opportunities here and there, so the opportunity to make the right wing back position his own is right there for him, and he's showing well today.
Perez driven in. Donovan Sundstrom all around it. Headed back wisely by El Paso, allows Waite to throw it to midfield. A great throw. And in here, El Paso. Ahmad El-Kak did not bite right there in the 18. Coronado, number 30, looking to come in. Here's Conway. Conway feeling it. Cannot get through Alfaro. talked about Cabrera, number 13. He's also getting ready to come in. One 0, 72nd minute.
And Cabrera Jr., arguably El Paso's best player. So to bring a player like that off the bench, 13 goals, 4 assists on the season, Dean.
Rodrigo da Costa. It'll fall back to Ahmad Alcock. Looking for Burner on the far stick. It'll be a corner kick. North Carolina FC. They have a 1-0 lead over El Paso Locomotive FC, who had Wahab Akwe sent off in minute 15. And then with 8 minutes of Town Properties added time, we're almost at the death of the added time. Evan Conway with the only goal of the game. That's the story. Well, that nuts. How many gazillion yellow cards?
Yeah, a couple of crossbars.
Oh, yeah. One cleared off the line by Donovan. Yeah, there's actually a lot of stories. Burner comes over. Get it back to Maldonado. Maldonado, good ball. Looking for Da Costa. Wait. Luis Perez, side of his foot. Ahmad will drop it to Da Costa. Sundstrom leaves it. Oh, Donovan. And a foul called against El Paso. Donovan with a swing and a miss there. He's bummed.
Yeah, it was good interplay from North Carolina in the box, but here you see Donovan just easing out Calvillo, then grabs Alcock. He's won about 3 or 4 fouls, I think, Dean, in the last 5 minutes or so. And it allows North Carolina to stay on the attack. El Paso just waiting to make those 2 changes. Coronado and Cabrera Jr. waiting in the wings. They'll hope they can keep it just a 1-goal deficit to bring those 2 players on.
All right, Andrew. I feel like Perez really wants this, but I'd really like to just see Mikey just scorch one here. But he'll leave it to Perez. Cultured ball, but it's a little bit over. I just wanted Maldonado just to smash one.
I want to see a Louis Laser. We've seen him hit some absolute pile drivers, and sometimes gets a little bit too cute with it. Waite's going to save that all day long. So Avila departs. He's putting a real shift up top against those 3 centre-backs. Thankless task. Picked up a yellow card early on, and he'll feel like he's played more than 90 minutes already. And then Moreno will be replaced by Coronado, which I think we'll see maybe Torres. Torres looks like he's going to maybe go and operate in them. A little bit more freedom on this left-hand side. Coronado, they're a really cultured centre midfielder. Great work from Alcock.
Really showing a great 2-way performance.
His first year as a professional as well, Dean. Sometimes we forget. Just graduated from UNC last year.
John Bradford. A couple words for the referee as well. Minute 76.
So, Dean, I think that change from head coach Wilmer Cabrera, taking off Moreno and Avila, he sort of had them playing as a front 2. But they were getting back to help as much as they can. Now it looks like it's almost like a 4-4-1. Oh. Yeah, like a 4-4-1 with Cabrera as the the lead alone striker, but looks like he's going to get support from DeRoma on the right and Torres on the left. So 2 players with bags of energy, with Coronado and Calvillo in the middle of midfield.
Maldonado. You know, it is interesting when I saw Maldonado get ready to check in, particularly not, knowing him, you're not going to be happy that he's not going to start. And this game was already a little bit testy, and a referee with a quick trigger. I wondered if Mikey was going to mix it up, but he seems to be playing with a lot of composure.
The last thing you need, right? Yeah. It's a little too much fire from Mikey. Texas boy as well.
Yeah.
The pit bull. What a substitute to be able to bring into a game like this, though. Oh, what a touch from Washington, really important.
Great work, though, by Paso to win it back. 77, shot from distance, and nobody home.
Watch the USL Championship in Spanish on 2DN, the nation's leading Spanish language sports network. Select matches will be available in Spanish throughout the rest of the season. Go to uslchampionship.com for the complete USL TV listings.
1-0 North Carolina FC. Looking to get 3 points here at home and end a 2-game losing skid. What a game he's had, and he'll earn the whistle.
Great bit of skill right down beneath us there, Dean. As he draws the defender in and then flicks it, he will get a good little dummy from Bryce Washington. Just a little touch to invite the pressure from Ruiz, and then flicks it round the corner. I don't think Aman Alcax put a foot wrong in this second half, to be honest.
Yep, it's one of the better touches you're going to see right there. Three points. With a game in hand, they would be 1 point behind Loudoun United. Well, Loudoun United's played 23 games there at 37 points. This is now the 23rd game for North Carolina FC, and if they can win, it'll be 36. Yeah.
They give them a nice cushion on Detroit, who they've played. Oh,
Zemla was way out.
Nice cushion on Detroit, who have played a game more, Dean, on 24 games, even after today's result. And they could be, that 4 point cushion to them would be some nice breathing space, which I think they've had most of the season, but back-to-back defeats have, as we said, tightened things up.
North Carolina FC will be at Tampa Bay on the 20th, back here on the 26th against Miami. 2 road games at Birmingham and Detroit City FC, 2 home games in October, Phoenix and Rhode Island, and they'll end on the road at Loudoun. And to your point, they would like to have it in the bag well before that final game at Loudoun, to one of the top 4 spots at least, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Just like today, they'd like to have this game. They have a 2-goal cushion and have it done and dusted. El Paso hanging in there, frustrating them. And one mistake is all it will take to erase that deficit. Coronado taking that ball under pressure, showing his experience.
Oh, Perez with the yellow card. Is North Carolina FC now taking the lead on yellows?
I think they might have just tipped the scale in their favor. Ahead on corners, goals, and yellow cards. Still time yet, though.
Hey, the North Carolina Courage will be back at First Horizon Stadium tomorrow, 12:30 p.m. to face Angel City FC. That's right, a daytime match to honor local heroes in the Triangle. Tickets are available at tickets.nccourage.com.
A yellow card has been assessed to NCFC number 13, Louis Perez, in the 81st minute.
Good switch from the Locomotive, who are very much still in this. And he's got it. Boy, how happy would he be to get a win? A new goalkeeper for NCFC.
I think he got his first win in his first game against Las Vegas, but it's been tough going since then. That home defeat to Hartford and then the loss on the road last week to Lexington. 6 goals conceded. Be a shutout and a win. Do wonders for your confidence.
Maldonado, good turn to Dolabella.
5-on-4 here.
Dolabella. Great ball to Amado. Clock. Far side. Dolabella. And they'll say off of Dolabella. Good effort from the home team, North Carolina FC. They've got a 1-0 lead. Charleston Oakland game tomorrow, 7:30 on ESPN Plus. What a job Ben Pierman has done.
Yeah, them and Lou City, just the standout teams in the league, far and away the best 2 teams, obviously in the East, but you'd argue in the entire USL Championship. Just year on year, churning out the results, performances, and meeting the high standards.
His first 2 seasons with the club, both seasons he went to the Eastern Conference Finals, won one of them. Sundstrom there. This is trouble here. Zemla, look at this. Donovan sacrificing everything as Zemla has put himself in bad spots, but Donovan has saved the day.
You know, Paso will just not go away. Great ball from Torres right in behind that back line. Sundstrom's there. Cabrera just loses his footing for a second and then tries to round the goalkeeper. But it's Donovan's big right foot that manages to get a toe on it. Oh, dicey moments for the home team, but still hope for El Paso.
What a game from the man wearing the captain's armband, Connor Donovan, number 20. Corner kick for the Locomotive. Down a man, but only down 1 goal. All they need is one answer. That's Maldonado snaps the header. Conway as well. It'll stay with the Locomotive. And now it'll settle down here as we're in minute 85. So Rodriguez getting ready to check in for Coach Cabrera and El Paso. Acosta over to Maldonado. Both of them coming off the bench today. Donovan. What a game from Donovan. Sundstrom pushing forward. Sundstrom, hard to believe. Kid is so young. He looks like a beast out there, doesn't he?
Yes. Confidence, physicality. I keep mentioning it, Dean, but it's his first year as a centre-back, Dean. He's been more of an attacking player, has come through the academy here. You think he's been playing centre-back his whole career.
Yeah. All right, here's the change for Coach Cabrera in minute 86.
Some tired legs in those white shirts today. Calvillo's box to box, really putting a shift.
Yeah, he's spent.
El Paso at the 87th minute, leading the game, number 6, Eric Calvillo. Entering the game, number 31, Emiliano Rodriguez.
And that change will see DeRoma come back into a central role. With Rodriguez going out to the right. Some fresh legs, energy in that attack. Bit of an outlet for him on the right-hand side now. Time ticking down.
Andrew, the performance from Ahmad El-Kak has been spectacular as well. Here he is again stepping in on the tackle.
It's funny how when you make a compliment, Dean, the ball just happens to go into that player's area, doesn't it? And you just bated breath. But I couldn't agree more. He's had a really good evening's work. And I want to cap it off with a big goose egg on the El Paso scoreline.
What I like is a couple things. I like his two-way play. His defending has been off the charts. But for me, what he's done is he's made himself available. I mean, there he is again. He has not been hiding at all.
That's the ball.
Burner had a couple good shots in this game. Perez.
As we talk about Donovan, I think he's going to be the most hated player in El Paso at the moment. Denying the free tequila with some really important challenges.
Zemla, he might have a few steaks to buy, including one for Connor Donovan.
Maybe some leftover barbecue beer and bourbon, right? Is that, am I getting my B's right?
Yeah.
There's some of that knocking around.
Ruiz was not happy at all with the fourth official. I would not want to mess with number 12. And Wilmer Cabrera with the red. I told you he was going to go for it. And he gets it. Wilmer Cabrera has seen enough in what has been a really kind of a series of unfortunate events, including the early red.
No, it's not. Who's he giving it to?
Oh, they're not giving it to Wilmer. Okay.
Maybe he's giving a yellow to Wilmer and a red to the other guy. Into one of the assistant coaches. Tough to tell. As we said, buy one, get one free today, Dave.
Okay, Wilmer stays, though.
That's what a good assistant coach does. Take one for the team.
Yeah.
A second yellow card has been issued to the El Paso.
There's a lot of paperwork to do after this game.
Upgrade to a red card.
Dean, funny they put up 4. That would have been my number.
The fourth official
I'll give it to you.
In my Town Properties.
4 minutes of added time, presented by Town Properties.
The fourth official, as Andrew Tate just said, has said that there'll be a minimum of 4 minutes of added time, presented by Town Properties. That's Town, Towne Properties. Check them out at townproperties.com. Actually visited your offices for the first time as Wilmer Cabrera, NCFC Youth. Got to see Gary Butte, who I think might be one of the best CEOs in the country at the youth game.
Couldn't argue with that, Dean.
Yeah.
No.
It was busy. They're doing a coaching course in there. It was early in the morning, too. A lot of good stuff going on.
Where was I? I didn't come by. I'm sure I wasn't there, but I'm sure you asked, Dean, right?
No.
Where I was so you could steer clear of me. Yeah.
Sorry for the quick note. I did ask for Cat Everhart, though.
There you go. No time for the little people. I get it. Is there another nervy moment in this game, Dean? I think for John Bradford, for that man, he'll hope there isn't. Enough nervy moments for one game. It's been a hard-fought game from both teams. You can see why they're both in fourth position in their respective conferences, battling for every point to try and secure that playoff push, and hopefully a home game for both teams.
NCFC's next home match is Friday, September 26th against Miami FC at 7 p.m. Join the fun at this Fall Fest and College Night theme match. Find your seats tonight at tickets.northcarolinafc.com. That's tickets.northcarolinafc.com. Roma to Ruiz. Still just 1-0. Return. This is trouble. Extra pass down near the end line. And the wrong side of the goal there. Donovan again closing down. Whew.
Scary moments for the home team. Daruma finding Torres, and he's just forced too wide there. Donovan does well to not overcommit. But for North Carolina, you've got to ask questions how they're allowing El Paso into those areas. I think for John Bradford, I'll take the win whichever way it comes at this point in the season. For Donovan, brilliant at the back. Clearing one off the line, hitting the crossbar at the other end, and making a number of key blocks, tackles, interceptions.
North Carolina FC 1, El Paso 0. DaCosta with the whistle. You said nervy, and they're giving it all to you. Zebla, a little bit of trouble there. Has to parry it away. It was like a center fielder who took a step forward, which you never should do. And lucky that it's still 1-0. And that's going to be the final score. Whew, how about North Carolina FC? A game that saw a red card and then late work there from Zebla. Wilmer Cabrera, who got a yellow, wants to get his team off the field. We'll come back to wrap it up from Cary. John Bradford's team gets the win, 1-0 over El Paso.
Hey fans, be sure to follow NCFC on social media.
With a family like that to take care of, the two of you have your hands full. At WakeMed Urgent Care, we're everywhere you are, so getting the care they need when they need it couldn't be more convenient. Soccer star? Easy. Kids? Covered. The twins? Done. Aches and pains? Virtual urgent care to the rescue. So download the WakeMed All Access app today and take care of everyone in the family, including the two of you.
home for North Carolina FC. Evan Conway with the goal, and that's the difference as North Carolina FC beats an El Paso team down a man for all but 15 minutes. 1-0. Dean Linke with the great Andrew Tate. Let's go to work and show everybody the highlights in this one.
And a fiery but frustrating first half. This was the big decision of the day. Akwe's challenge on Conway adjudged to be a denial of a goal-scoring opportunity and a straight red card, much to the disbelief of Akwe. Surprising decision from the referee and a big turning point in the game, but North Carolina really struggled in that first half to get anything going, but this was the moment. Donovan's header into Conway, little link-up play with Dolabella, and then Conway's left foot into the top corner, and that was the goal that John Bradford's men needed to secure all 3 points. And it changed the team talk for the home team head coach. We were talking about, was he going to stick or twist? He didn't need to at that point. They had to defend for their lives, though, at times. Some nervy moments. This was probably the most nervy of all. The ball bouncing around the 6-yard box, but there was Captain Fantastic, Connor Donovan, sticking out that left boot. And here's another opportunity to Roma, to Torres. The ball eventually here finding Cabrera, who rounds Semler, and then who's there? Connor Donovan. Sliding in to deny the shot on goal. A real captain's performance from him. Torres again involved. This was right at the end of the game. Semler scrambling. The frustration there as the final whistle blows after that decision. Here you see 10 shots to 12. Not a lot on target. Possession really even. 8 corners to 4, but really is a disciplinary extravaganza here. 5 yellow cards for North Carolina, 5 for El Paso, I think coupled to the bench, and 2 red cards, 1 for one of the players and 1 for the coaching staff. But a busy night for head referee Joe Sergen.
So for our crew, Kyle Lang, Joe Ferrar, Ryan Lutz, Ian Lang, Lindsey Vickers, Tanner King, Mark Dry, Brian Ware, Larry McLean, Daniel Bentley, Andrew Taylor, and the great Andrew Tate. I'm Dean Linke saying, how about North Carolina FC? They get 3 points at home, knocking off El Paso Locomotive FC by a score of 1-0. And guess what? You saw it all right here on ESPN+.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the express written consent of the United Soccer League.